What had happened was I got big in the bodybuilding right before I got sick. I was praying to do my first show in 2012. Then all of a sudden I got sick. I got sick in December.
He had some trouble like breathing, and he was always running out of breath, and everyone thought it was a cold.
I couldn't sleep at night, waking up gasping for air. Then all of a sudden I started losing my breath walking to one end of the room, or being over time my shoes started losing my breath.
We had actually found out in March of 2012 that I was pregnant, and found out in April of 2012 that he had congestive heart failure.
That 240 days in the hospital, it impacted me to realize what I have. What's more important in life than material things. But you don't realize that type of stuff until you don't have it no more. Being in the hospital that 240 days, I mean, some of that stuff was taken away from me. Like I thought I wasn't be able to make it to my son's senior night football game.
It was really tough. I sometimes get mad at myself for it because I wasn't always there for him in the hospital. And that sometimes he had to like ask me to come up and see him, and it should have never been like that. He should have never had to ask me to come up there and see him. And knowing that I wasn't going up there and seeing him like I should, that if I would have lost him,
I stayed every night in the hospital with him, and I had gotten up to go to work, and the unit manager had pulled me aside and said, "Are you Ashley?" And I was like, "Oh yes, what happened now?" And she told me that some of the nurses had brought it to her attention that our son's senior night was coming up, and it was really taking a toll on Chris, that he wasn't gonna be able to make it. And she said, "I just wanna let you know that we're working on something, but we wanna make it a surprise."
it was senior night, and my head coach told us to go over to your parents. And I'm walking over, and then out of nowhere I see my dad stand up, and that's the greatest feeling in my life. You know, when I scored a touchdown, and I see my dad in the stands with his cover, his big giant blanket on him, and I pointed to him, and he pointed back, and he knew that was for him.
I ran into a good friend of mine that worked for American Heart Association, and she asked me, "Did I want to, would I mind participating into the Heart Walk and a couple of other?" So I said, "Yes, yes."
He's had the opportunity to work with the American Heart Association on several occasions that has given him the opportunity to not only be an advocate for the American Heart Association, but also teach him things that he had no idea about.
Well, all what I knew, I learned through American Heart Association. I knew I was sick back in January. It wasn't for them, but that nurse be teaching me that, there's no telling where I'd be at right now. I used to lay on that surgery table, and I was getting 9 balloon pumps put in me. I used to think, why am I still doing this? What's my purpose? But right here, about sharing my story, looking at my son graduate, go off to playing football, chasing his dream, watching my 2 little ones going to preschool now, spending more time with them, give your pain a purpose. And you got to do that by letting people help you. That's my biggest thing, was to letting these people help me. I know for a fact that if it wasn't for American Heart Association funding most of the researches they do, I probably wouldn't be here today. I truly believe that. They are working on a healthier Kansas City, and there's so much that can be done, that needs to be done. But it all takes money. It takes the donations, and they need to keep that focus going, because that's the reason why I'm here today.